Welcome. Thanks for joining me for a Bodymind Refresh. All you'll need today for this practice is a chair, your body, and a willingness to kind of play and move a little bit. So we are going to be sitting on the chair, obviously. If your hips are lower than your knees when you sit here, that's going to make a lot of these movements more challenging. So prop up your chair with a couple of blankets. Blankets are probably better than pillows. You need something firm so that your hips are level with or a little higher than your knees. This will just make the movement much easier. Chairs are all one size, pretty much. We're all different sizes. So we gotta make the chair work for us. So join me on your chair. And I'm sitting at the front edge of the chair so that the back of the legs are really free. And just notice, if you tip from side to side, we have some bones in there, part of the pelvis, the bottom part of the pelvis, the sitting bones that are sitting against the surface of the chair. Let's sit upright on those sitting bones and sit tall. You can play with this a little bit if you're not as familiar by rolling back and forward on your sitting bones. They're shaped like rockers, so you rock back and forth and find that place where you're as tall as you can be. This starts with where we sit, how we position our pelvis on the chair. So sitting up nice and tall, let your hands hang down. We're going to start with some shoulder blade circles. So just lifting the shoulder blades up, shoulders towards your ears, squeeze the shoulder blades together and back, descend them, and then spread them apart. And this creates shoulder circles. Let yourself breathe. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And let's reverse those circles. Good. And we'll just let the arms land. And we're going to do a twist. So crossing one arm over, if that doesn't feel comfortable for your shoulder, it can stay on the knee of the leg on the same side. And we'll turn, letting your eyes gaze downward, keeping your chin low. Right? So the head is still aligned over the vertebral column, over the torso. I'm not looking down like this, but the chin is in and the eyes are gazing downward. Breathe in and come back to the front. Let's exhale over to the other side. Very soft, shallow breaths here. You're in a twist, so we aren't breathing deeply, just normal breathing. Breathe in back to the front. Good. Hands dropping to the sides. We're going to turn the palms out. Breathe in and take the arms up. Palms coming together. Exhale and bring the hands to your heart. Just let your eyes gaze down toward your fingertips. Again, you're not bending the whole head forward. You're still sitting up nice and tall. And just take a breath here. Take your attention, even though you're gazing at your fingertips, take your attention back behind your eyes. If you want to close your eyes for a moment, you could do that. Just center your attention inward. I know you're listening and watching me, but periodically shift inward. And when you do this on your own, really shift inward. Good. We're going to take an in-breath and take the arms up. If your eyes were closed, you could open them. Exhale the arms down. Let your shoulders hang, dropping away from the ears. Palms turning out. Breathe in. Take the arms up. Exhale the hands to the heart, eyes gazing downward. Take a breath. On the in-breath, take the hands up. exhale them back down. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Turn the palms away from the midline. Breathe in and take them up. Palms come together. Exhale and bring the hands to the heart, the eyes gazing downward, but really inward. And just take a breath here. Connect to yourself. Notice how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. Good. And then with an in-breath, take the arms up, exhale them down. Good. This time we're going to lift one arm up. And this arm is reaching as if there's something up on the shelf here that I want to get to. And I'm going to push through the sitting bone on the same side. So press your sitting bone down. Let this one lift up. See if you can even kind of tuck your hand underneath your hip there to show that you're really reaching down through this sitting bone and reaching up with that hand on that side, right? So there's a kind of a lateral tilt. Exhale, come back to both sitting bones and let your arm drop down. Let's do the other side. Sitting bone pushes into the chair. The arm on that side reaches up. Reach, reach, reach. There's something up there you got to get. Good. Feel the length through this side. The other side is kind of condensing together like a sponge squeezing. You're kind of squeezing out the water of the sponge on this side. And exhale. Let's come back to sitting on both sitting bones. The arm comes down. Let's do that again. Sitting bone presses, arm lifts. You can look up if you want. You can look straight ahead if that feels better for your neck. And breathing and feeling the openness on one side and the condensing on the other side. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, other side. Sitting bone pushes, arm reaches. This sitting bone is up off the chair, just enough for me to kind of tuck my fingers under there. It's not huge, but can really lift. Exhale, take the arm down. Okay, I'm going to do this again, but a little bit different. This time I'm taking the arm up, keeping both sitting bones down, but I am kind of pushing through this side that the arm is up and leaning, right? So as I lean to one side, I'm not letting this side come up. It's reaching down. Breathe in and come up. Let's do the other side. Inhale the arm up. Reach the sitting bone into the chair. Push it in the chair and curl to the side. Breathe in and come up. Let's do that one more time on each side. Reaching up, curling over. Even if it's just a tiny curl. Now, if your shoulders are not enjoying this, just do this with your torso. Right? And if you have the arm, you inhale, come back up in a big arc. Exhale, I'm just going to show this without the arm. Curling to the other side. Right? So if your shoulder's not liking any of these moves, you can modify things. Kind of be creative there. Good. And inhale, back up. Sitting nice and tall, just check in that you didn't start shrinking back. We're going to be present and attentive and show up for ourselves here. Good. Let's inhale, exhale, turn. We're doing another twist. So the hand that's going back can either rest on the seat or rest on the back of your hip. Nice twist. This time, maintain your twist, but just turn your chin, your head back to face the knees. Eyes are staying low. And then turn the head back with the twisting of the rest of the body, and then inhale, unwind. Exhale, other side. So nice and tall, sitting as tall as you can, chin is low. Wring yourself out with this twist. Just making sure you're not holding your breath, and then we'll just let the chin turn back, the face turn back toward the knees. It's kind of a double wringing out, right? For a moment, and then back in the direction behind the chair with the head. And inhale, the whole body unwinds. Good. For the rest of these things, I'm going to turn my chair to the side just so you can see what I'm doing. You can stay where you're at. We're going to, again, notice I'm sitting on the edge of the chair, a lot of freedom in the back of the legs. We're going to take the arms out and act as if you're grabbing a hold of something. Pull back. Elbows are trying to stay high, shoulder level-ish. Reach the elbows back toward the wall behind you. Feel how your shoulder blades draw together. And then we're going to stretch the arms out and cross the forearms over each other. And you can let yourself curl in a little bit. Breathe in, elbows back. Breathe out. Switch the arm that's on top. Curl in. Breathe in, stretch the elbows back. Exhale. We're just going to keep switching which arm goes on top as we kind of curl in. Inhale, open up, elbows back. Exhale, reach the arms out. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl in and cross. Inhale, open, the chest opens up. Exhale, curl in and cross. Just do one more. Good, and then we'll come back up to neutral, and we'll let the hands hang down by the sides. Breathing in, take the arms out front and overhead. If this feels really uncomfortable in your shoulders, or you feel like the elbows, the wrists bend, take the hands wider, right? So you can come up with wide arms. I'm sitting tall, exhaling the arms down and back. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling the arms, glide down and back. So I'm kind of following the rhythm of my breath. The in-breath takes me up. The out-breath, the arms follow the pace of the breath, and so that when I'm at the end of my exhale, they go back. If you find breathing and moving together just kind of scrambles you, it's hard, just make sure you're not holding your breath. Just exhale, breathe, let go of that breath. When my arms are back, the chest kind of reaches forward. Shoulder blades are pulling towards each other. Let's do one more. Inhale up, sit very tall. Exhale, back squeeze, and we'll let the hands rest for a moment. Good, so we're going to just play on that same theme here. Sitting bones, both of them, pushing the chair down as I take the arms up. So sitting as tall as I can, pressing the chair with the sitting bones and reaching up. Notice how your torso, how much core work is enlivened, plugged in, lit up in order to sit firmly in your chair, pushing the chair down and take the arms up. All right, we're going to use that sensation, kind of come back to this awareness of this support for the whole spinal column as we do some of the next few movements. Good, let's take the arms down. Sitting tall, but with your hands resting on your legs. Inhale, exhale, let's twist. So another twist, chin low. And keeping the twist, turn the head back toward the direction of the knees. Just soft, gentle breathing. Turn the head back to face behind you. And inhale, unwind the whole thing. Exhale to the other side. So just a nice elongated torso with the head balanced right on top, wringing out the torso, and we'll turn the chin back to face the knees. the double ringing out, and then bring the head back to turn behind you to kind of catch up with the whole body twist, and then we inhale back to the front. Good. So we're going to take our attention down to our feet now. You can, position them where it feels comfortable. Back in closer to the chair is probably going to be better for this. We're going to lift our heels up and then let them go down. Lifting up and down. So we're stretching the toes, stretching the soles of the feet. Be careful as you do this that you stay upright, okay, so that you're not collapsing back. And then let's see if we can lift the heels fast and lower slow. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Waking up some of these muscles back here. We're going to use them in a moment. Good. All right, last one more. There you go. And lower. Okay. Then I've got my feet so that my ankles are pretty much under my knees. One heel is going to push down while I lift the other leg up. And my intention is that I'm staying upright and tall. So as I lift my leg, it's not making me collapse back. If you want to put your hands on the side of your chair and just kind of give a little pressure to remind you to stay upright, you will find, as we're doing this, that the muscles wrapping around your torso are lighting up, kicking in to support you as you lift your legs, right? So I press gently. It's not super active, but one heel pushes down as the other lifts. Let's just do a few of these together. More than a few. We'll do a number few, a couple few. Right? Just a little marching here. Push, lift, push, lift, push, lift, push, lift, push, lift. One more on each side. Excellent. Take a deep breath. Sigh out your exhalation. Sit tall. Notice how that feels. Kind of creating a bit of circulation here. Good. So now I'm going to bring one foot back. Does this look familiar? The heel is up. Remember our heel lifts we were doing. The heel is up. The other foot is forward. We're going to push with this foot into the floor. Nice, tall, elongated torso. You could reach out if you like. And as you push with this foot, really firm up around the torso. Give the spine a lot of support and shift your weight into the heel of the front foot and come up, right? So that was like a real breakdown of what's happening in all the different parts. This ball of the foot is pushing to transition the weight into the front heel. The torso is hugging in just like it was when we were pushing our sitting bones down and taking our arms up, right? And if it helps you to reach out, push with this foot, transition the weight, inhale up. And then reach out and see if you can lower yourself. If it feels better to put your hands back here so you know where your chair is, feel free to do that, right? Let's switch sides. The back foot pushes off to transition your weight into the front heel. Push your way up and then slowly lower. And if you're not sure where that chair is, just kind of find it, but you're not using your arms, right? And then once you get familiar with that, you could do that with the arms working this way. So notice that I'm not doing a takeoff, right? I'm leaning, pressing into the earth, and pushing, right? And then when we come back down, trying my best to lower myself gently and quietly into the seat instead of kaplump. All right, let's do again on the other side. We're going to do one more on each side. Pressing, the chest is lifting forward and up, lowering back into the seat. Lead with your chest, press into the floor, and great. Sit with firmly with both feet on the floor. Take a nice full breath. All right, now we're going to do 2 feet on the floor. Now, sometimes this doesn't work for people because the flexibility of the ankle makes the heels float. And that would make it hard if your feet are more out here, right? So you have this split stance option that you could keep working with, right? If you can get both of the heels down as they come back behind the knee, then we're going to reach out, push the heels into the floor, hug up against the torso, and come up to standing. And then reach the arms out, reach your sitting bones back. Here's the place where you might want to reach and find your chair just to know where it is as you lower yourself into it, lightly, slowly, with control. Lean, press with the heels, inhale up, and slowly reach the sitting bones back. Support the torso and lower yourself into that chair. Let's do a few of those. And I like to reach out, press down, and take the arms up, and reach with the sitting bones, land, and release the arms back. Really work with trying to control your movements so that you're not having to take off with momentum or plop down, right? So you could actually build your chair up for this if you like with a few blankets, especially if you're taller. We already said that. If you have much longer legs, then that chair is way low, which is more challenging. So if you wanted to make this more challenging, you can go get a smaller, like a stool or something to practice this with. And then you could even pause, just inches above the chair. Good. So, let's sit for a moment. Bring the feet back out so that the ankles are underneath the knees. Sitting tall, breathe in, exhale, let's twist. Bring yourself out. Keeping your twist through the torso, just bring the head back to look in the direction of the knees. And then turn the head back. With the rest of the twist, inhale, unwind, exhale, right over to the other side. Turn the head to face the knees. Turn back. Inhale, unwind. And I'm going to turn and face you. Drop the hands down by the sides. Breathe in and take your hands up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Let your eyes close or gaze down at your fingertips. Turn your attention back inside, deep inside the head, back behind your eyes. Just withdraw from me, from the room around you for a moment. Notice how you feel. Notice the physical sensations. Notice the emotional state, the state of mental activity. Is it busy? Is it calm? Is it dull and sleepy? And notice your energetic state. Take refuge in your heart. Take a few moments like this every day or several times throughout the day to move yourself and take care. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.